Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be explaining my newest MOC. This is going to be a build series. I'm also going to be displaying this at Brick Fair, Virginia, and it's going to be part of a collab with Daniel, or Lego Clone 123, and basically it is going to be Tatooine, more specifically Mos Eisley, from primarily episode 4. So basically what we're going to have is Daniel is building a custom minifig scale UCS Falcon, as well as the docking bay 94 that it was parked in episode 4. I'm going to be building some buildings and like the streets, and you know, I'll have like the cantina and just random landmarks and stuff like that. I'm going to be building a Sentinel class landing craft, and I'll have some pictures up on the screen, but I'm going to be building that. It should be close to minifig scale. If you look at this picture that I have up right now, you can see stormtroopers running in front of it, so yeah, it's not really that big in all honesty. So I have a couple good pictures for scale and just the correct proportions and all that, so pretty excited about this. I've started working on it. I can show you later on in the video, but yeah, I think that's about it for the introduction. So yeah, let's just jump into some actual footage. Okay, so this is basically all of the stuff that I have done for my Tatooine. This is kind of like my small setup here so far. This Landspeeder I'm not going to keep. I want to get a snot one. I'll probably just use some nice MOC that I found. I also, if you look on the screen right now, I'm going to be building these. It's just a render I did. The actual model is Renegade Clone's design, and I just modified the colors for my needs. But these things are all over Tatooine. If you look around, they are littered around Tatooine. So I'm going to be building both of these. I have ordered parts actually for them, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, so this is my first version of a house. This is not connected, it's just on there for no reason really. But this is my first version of the house that I'm going to have. I don't know if I'll actually have it in the full final MOC. It's just, you know, kind of figuring out what kind of stuff I want to have in it, in the buildings and stuff. So basically how they're gonna work is just mainly bricks, as you can see, with some textured bricks and dark tan and some other colors going through to add texture to the buildings, because they are pretty you know, blocky and not very textured, but obviously they do have some weathering on them. So that's just what these are kind of representing, these bricks with modified textures on them. So pretty happy with this building though. I like the curved aspect of it. It's pretty nice. I don't really know if I'm going to have this actually in the finished MOC, because they actually really don't make tan wedges. Like, your simple 2x4 wedge is a full $1 used, so kind of not good. So I don't really know about that. So I don't really know if I'm going to have this exact building, but yeah, so I like everything about it though. I like the curve, adds nice effect to it, and yeah. Moving over here, this is my landing craft. This is all of the work I've gotten done on it. I actually measured it, and it is almost exactly the same width as the UCS shuttle, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, so basically, obviously, all of this will be white, all of these pieces that you see, and if you are wondering about, you know, all of the studs, I just need more of these pieces that will go here, and then more of these pieces on either side to actually finish out the nice slope So same thing with right here and all that. I do have a slight, small interior, just because why not, really. So basically what we got here is we got 4 chairs on either side. We only have 4 minifigs in there right now, but we got 4 chairs, very small details on the sides of the area here, and we got some gun racks in the back and a few crates as well. Also, this no entry thing I'm going to replace. I just don't have enough 6x4 light bluish gray tiles to put there. But yeah, on the underside I do have just these kind of lame landing gear. They're temporary, I like to call them. I don't really know if I'm going to actually change them or not, but I was planning originally on having them be retractable, but didn't really work. They were not very stable. Kind of like the ship did not stand up with them, so that's kind of unfortunate. But the ship's landing gears are really blocky, and I think I captured that and the overall shape of these landing gear pretty well. Obviously all of these gray and black and white and whatever plates are going to be replaced with just the same tiles in white. These things are flaps. If you just remove a landing gear, you can close the flaps, and then that kind of has a tiled finish, kind of keeping the flatness of the underside intact. So pretty happy about that, but I guess I can do that to all of the landing gear just so I don't have to put them back in, and we will flip the ship over, and yeah, so that's basically the shuttle so far. And yeah, so I'm gonna cut to some Bricklink orders because I don't have them as of right now, but I'm going to cut to some of those and actually build the speeders that you saw before. Alright, so I did get some orders, as I mentioned. Not all of them have come in yet, but I did get 2 of them, so may as well open them. This one is from Little Figs, and this one's from Brick Vibe right there. Alright, so let's get these things open. I do have my knife here, so I can open these. So this one is a small order, as you can tell. Just got these, just a couple pieces that none of the other stores had for the speeders. So that was all from Little Figs. Very fast shipping though, so can't complain. And then this is the big main order. This one's from Brick Vibe. And yeah, let's just peel this one open right here. This is the main order, as I just mentioned. I do have like 2 other orders coming in from separate stores, but this is the big boys. Alright, so my last package just came in, so now I can actually build the speaker. So I'm going to open this up and start building them. Alright, so I built these speeders, and kind of want to just give you a quick review of them. I might actually have a separate video on both of them, but just kind of want to show you what they are. So basically, this is for the most part how Renegade Clone's design looks. I did change this from lime green to dark green, and all of the white on his model from white to light gray, and I did a couple of just modifications. I removed one of the 1x3 plates here and just change this little area to make it a little bit more streamlined. But for the most part, this is Renegade Clone's model, so I'm going to give him credit for it. It does have an interior, so if you remove those small tiles, you can pop off the windscreen. I guess I will use this dude as a test subject. You can just set him in to the inside of the speeder. It's very spacious, as you can tell. He's got 3 studs behind him that you can put him kind of wherever you want in there. But I'll just set him here for now and take the windscreen, put it back onto the ship, and pop these tiles back into place. And you know, fits in there nice. He's got plenty of room, and we will use Wooher as a special guest on his speeder. He's in there having the time of his life, I think. So yeah, and there's a obviously spot in the top of the speeder that I have Wooher sitting in. So very nice speeder. It's really very close to what the actual speeder looks like. It's got the nice engines in the back here, and the intakes on the sides. And for the most part, I'd rate this like maybe a 10 out of 10. Not really any way better to do this, I don't really think. So very great job on this speeder. Really happy with how this looks. Very sleek design. And this one is more my design. I'll take a little bit of credit for this. Obviously, still the base design is Renegade Clones. However, I changed up almost all of the colors to these white and yellow and light gray color scheme. So pretty happy with it. Does have a little bit of weathering on the sides. You can see some tan and dark tan, just a couple places around the ship. So that's pretty cool. One of the things I really wanted to replicate was the yellow area here and the kind of gray stripe going down. So pretty happy with how that came out. Nice technique there with a brick with a stud on the side and a headlight brick next to it with obviously different colored cheese slopes. So pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with the overall color scheme. I did add in some gray here, not really as weathering, kind of I guess, but kind of just the white in the front looked kind of bland, so I wanted to add in some more color there. But pretty happy with this yellow one. Honestly, I don't know if I like the yellow one or the black one better. Maybe the yellow one, just because it's more color, more Tatooine looking. Obviously, this does appear in the episode 4 scene right before they enter the cantina. Kind of bounces across the screen. You can kind of tell it's on wheels, but pretty happy with both of these. So Renegade Clone, amazing job on these speeders. So pretty happy about that. And honestly, I think that might be it for this. I don't really have anything else to show. So yeah, so this has been episode 1 of building Mos Eisley. So pretty hyped to build this MOC. Pretty excited. Tatooine is one of my all-time favorite locations in all of Star Wars, really. So pretty happy to be able to collaborate with Daniel on this project. I'm planning on having these updates come out weekly. I'm thinking every Sunday. Saturday is pretty clogged with the different YouTube creators, so I'm gonna do Sundays. Just why not, really? So every Sundays, kind of later in the day in the Eastern time zone. So for me, I'm gonna upload these probably around 4 through like 7 o'clock Eastern time. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys are excited for this MOC. I definitely am myself. So I'm just gonna close out the video and see you next time. Missing someone.